Hello folks and welcome back to the British Championships. We are just getting ready for the Nottingham roller derby versus Hallam Hellcats.
Game number 3 out of the quarterfinals in the women's T1 playoffs here. Had the end of the first game there. Wiltshire progressing to the semi-finals after defeating Hull's Angels roller derby. And over on the second track there, well, still a few minutes remaining on that one there with Dorset Mansfield. We'll let you know who's won that one as the results come in on that one.
So whilst the teams are getting ready for this current track, let's get to know the team players, shall we? So
absolutely. On
green we have 000 with Gem R. 117 we have Skatebush. On 12 we have Alf. 13 Blocking J. 152 Fran Solo. 16 Tornado. 1837 Pucker Up. Number 2 Damdria. 21 Rocks and Roll. 300 Greek Frightening, who is also the team captain. We have 47 with Sabotage, 58 at Buckland, 628 Nikki Situation, 72 Sousa, and 911 Crash Cool.
And I'll go through Hallam Hellcats once we have time to it, because we've left it a little bit too late here for this one. But on the jam line we have 4 Hallam Hellcats who are playing in white. Number 73 Curve Foot. And we have Tornado in green for Nottingham roller derby. But it's Curve Foot who picks up lead jam here in the first jam of the game,
giving the Hellcats a leader jammer advantage. To at this point she can decide to call off the jam at any point, giving her that advantage.
Curve Foot is Hallam Hellcats' top jammer there, picking up lead jam 34 out of the 72 times in the major regular league games. Average point score there of 4.3 per jam.
And next jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have number 19 at Tinkerdell.
And we have number 58 Buckland for Nottingham roller derby playing in the green. Buckland again, one of the top jammers in the league here with Nottingham roller derby there, who finished first in T1, T2 East even to get their place into the playoffs.
And looks like Tinkerdell have been nicely recycled back. But
that was a big hit there from number 34. Article there.
Nicely been recycled back. And it looks like Tinkerdell has nicely left the pack and now claims lead jammer.
And Buckland still being held by this defence here from the Hallam Hellcats, but
Tinkerdell has come around claiming 4 more points. Hallam Cats still holding the lead for lead jammer with no hesitation.
Yeah, some good free wall going on here. See that, but manages they're through. Nope, still being held there at the back there in this 3-wall situation. And jam has been called on that one.
I've noticed the Nottingham girls, they are very strong holding. They are very stuck together, and it doesn't matter if there's 3 blockers or 2. They are very, very stuck together, and they are not hesitating to slow down the Hallam Hellcats jammer at any point. Yeah,
no, Buckland, I mean, she is pretty much at 50% in her lead jam status there throughout the regular league season there, picking up 50% of the lead jams in the jams that she has started with. So, yeah, they're doing good to hold her on this one. But on the jam line we have Gem R for Nottingham roller derby in the green. That's Curve Foot for Hallam as well.
And it looks like Nottingham roller derby have claimed themselves a lead jammer position. And it looks like for the Hellcats, Curve Foot did a nice little panty sash, or helmet cover stash, shall I say, hiding away from the Nottingham girls to be able to get herself out the pack, to then very quickly put it back on to claim more points.
And Hallam Hellcats picking up, Nottingham roller derby there, picking up the points on that one there, hoping to close the gap, as it were. 5-12 in favour of Hallam Hellcats so far. Tinkerdell on the jam line for Hallam Hellcats, and number 16, Tornado on the jam line for Nottingham in the green.
Both jammers seem quite confident in their position, and they're off. Tinkerdell really pushing through, and that really plays off for her, for she has claimed lead jammer.
Yeah, the batted her about like a pinball there a minute ago at the start of that one. Didn't phase her though, sneaks through.
Oh, nice little one-to-one blocking there. However, it does not slow her down. She's out and around and really pushing through on the inside of that apex, which benefits her very well, for she's out the pack claiming 4 more points.
A couple of one-on-one scenarios there rather than going up against a wall, which looks as though she'll be going on there.
Yep. So as you can see, the two blockers decided to stay behind to slow down the jammer, and the other 2 Nottingham blockers have become more further forwards as kind of like a double wall situation. So if the jammer breaks out from the wall behind, she still has another 2 blockers to go through, and therefore the players may be able to waterfall around her to really slow down the jammer and to reduce those points.
Yeah, Tornado manages to get manages to make the initial pass there, but jam gets called before any points can be had from Nottingham there. Hellcats leading 18-5 so far.
And next up, jamming for the Nottingham team in green, we have number 58 for Buckland, and for the Hellcats in white, we have 73 Cuffut.
But it's Nottingham who goes straight up the inside, picking up lead jam there. That was fast.
Very fast.
Yeah.
It's a very fast sport. And it looks like Cuffut is out the pack during her initial pass. And it looks like Buckland has very quickly called off the jam at that point after taking a bit of a stumble and noticing the jammer has done her initial. This is very smart jamming for all teams.
Yeah, no, definitely so far. Just 10 points in it so far. And just about 5 minutes into it at this point. We've got on the jam line, we've got Gem R for Nottingham, and we've got number 19, Tinkerdell for Hallam. Oh, and Tinkerdell goes straight up the inside, picking up lead jam for Hallam there.
Very nice footwork on her toe stops there.
Oh, and it looks as though we've got a star pass here from Nottingham. Who's got that one? That is 620. That is... Where are they?
That'd be 628 on Nikki's situation with a successful star pass.
Sorry, I misread a top there.
So next up, currently lining up for the jam line, jamming for the Hellcats, we have number 73, Cuffut.
And we'll find out who Nottingham are fielding shortly. They've just called a timeout, one of their timeouts on this one, so they'll get a little 1 minute break there. So I'll go through the Hallam Hellcats because I didn't have time to do that. So number 13, we've got Rat's Eyes. 14, Olive Sudden. 16, Abattoir. Number 19, Tinkerdell. Number 22, Pneumatic. We got number 34, Genuine Article. Number 421, Storm Cooper. Number 626, Chaz and Rave. Number 64, Killer Ree. And number 73, Cuffut as well.
Well, so far the penalties for both teams are looking fairly clean, with Nottingham Roller Derby only holding 1 penalty for a cut track. The Hallam Hellcats hold a clean record so far. However, the game has just started, so this may change.
Yeah, and we had some huge, in the first game that we had today between Wiltshire and Hull, we had, well, I think we had a 34-point at one point, a 34-point jam in a single one there. But
very impressive.
Oh, there we go, and I've just been told Dorset Roller Girls have advanced to the semi-finals, beating Mansfield 99 to 165, so that'll be Dorset and Wiltshire in the first semi-final. That'll be tomorrow morning. But going back to this game, who have we got?
So jamming for the Whites or Hellcats, we have Cuffut at number 73.
Picking up lead jam
is the Nottingham team.
That's a Tornado. And a little bit of back and forth here from the jammers. Oh.
Ouch.
Huge hit from number 34, Genuine Article there.
Ooh. It's always interesting when the jammers have a little battle on their own when it comes around the track. It's always interesting of what skills they'll come up with to knock each other off the track.
It's always either I'm going to get ahead of you or I'm going to bash you. It's one off two.
There's no in between.
Yeah, we haven't got to the bashing stage just yet, but
still early
this time.
days.
So on the jam line, we've got Buckland for Nottingham in the green. And we've got number 50. Oh, nope.
Number 19.
Oh, 19.
We have
Tinkerdale.
Tinkerdale, absolutely. And Tinkerdale being very strongly held back by the Nottingham girls.
Oh, but it's Buckland who picks up the jam for Nottingham Roller Derby.
However, Tinkerdale has managed to break herself out of the pack to do her initial pass, using a bit of quick jammer feet in order to skip around and break down the wall a little bit. Oh! A nice little apex jump. That's very exciting.
Didn't get it in time, though. Doesn't go anything. Looks good, though.
It did.
So that's all right.
Did look really good. And she landed it, which is even better.
Yes.
Which is also amazing. Okay, so jamming for the Hellcats, we have number 73, Kafut.
Now we got Gem R for Nottingham Roller Derby, 000 in the green there.
The walls are really getting themselves in a low position.
Yeah, right.
And the jammers looked a little hesitant to kind of charge off there, seeing as they saw the wall being nicely held solidly. But
Gem R getting recycled to the back of the pack there before re-engaging there. Manages, ooh! Gets knocked to the inside there, picks up lead jam for Nottingham. Nice and clean as well, it's all right. Ooh, but Kerfoot hot on the trails there.
So we have the Hellcat wall nicely trying to lock themselves down to be able to hold a strong wall for when the Nottingham jammer comes round. However, the Nottingham team did do a bit of offense, and that Nottingham wall, that's very impressive.
Yeah, right. Look at that. Oh, what's that?
So we had a bit of an offense and a shirt whip from Tinkerdale.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a shirt whip.
Yeah, I thought there was a bit of shirt tug, ill towards shirt tugging there, but all above board.
So with Kafut very nicely taking the inside lane on her toe starts for a second there to come around to claim herself more points.
Gem R in engaging with the wall. Looks as though, they weren't able to. Oh, there we go. Goes to the inside and calls the jam there. Big scoring points, big scoring jam for both teams there. 30-20 in favour of the Hellcats.
So next jamming for the Hellcats, we have number 19, Tinkerdale.
And we've got Tornado for Nottingham there.
I have a feeling these guys will be playing up against each other for quite a little bit. So Tinkerdale really trying to push through, and so she does. She takes the inside lane on her toe stops, and she is out the pack, claiming the lead position.
Tornado hot on the trail there. Is it going to be race for position?
Oh, nicely done.
Did she get the point on that one?
No. Oh, hang on.
Oh, she got the one.
She got the 1 point.
It's the most stylish single point I've seen so far. Going there, a little bit of a spinning apex jump on that one to pick up the point there.
1 point is better than no points.
Yeah, definitely. Here we've got number 58, Buckland for Nottingham on the jam line in the green.
And jamming for the Hellcats in white, we have Kafut, number 73.
Yeah, I've noticed that on the rosters here, Helen Back is not managed to make it for Nottingham today, which is a shame because she is their top scoring jammer for the team in the major season there. But looks as though Buckland has picked up lead jam there.
With Kafut still stuck within the pack. Oh, but not for very much longer. She's out of the pack and is completing her initial pass.
Buckland going around the outside. Number 34, Genuine Article, really holding her back there.
Oh, Kafut quickly takes the inside jukes to the outside lane, and she is out the pack, claiming herself 4 more points. And it was Buckland who very smartly decided to call off the jam before any more points could be claimed.
Yeah, I didn't manage to get it in just in the nick of time there, but Better than out there. But we've got Tinkerdale on the jam line for Hallam Hellcats.
And for the Nottingham girls, we have Gem R with 000.
Tell you what, penalty box has been nice and quiet so far.
It has been. A total of 3 penalties from both teams. Nottingham holding 2 and Hellcats holding 1. But there's still time. So Tinkerdale taking the inside lane, very nippy. Wow, both jammers out at a very close time, but it is Nottingham who has claimed the lead jammer position.
Yeah, great toe stop work there from Tinkerdale there of Hallam.
Oh! Gem R quickly takes the outside lane, gets almost swooped off by opposing blocker to then quickly call off the jam.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
So a couple of points each there for each team there. 24-36 in favour of the Hellcats of Hallam, which is in Sheffield.
Ah.
In case you're unfamiliar with your districts in Sheffield. Should be most of them, I guess.
Okay, so jamming for Nottingham, we have number 16, which is Tornado.
Now we got 421 Storm Cooper, who I believe this is her first jam of the game, I believe. Or first starting jam, anyway. Let's see how she does.
Oh, Tornado takes a nice hit there, but it wasn't enough to hit her off the track. Still holds the strength on the outside lane, so then quickly come around to claim the lead jammer position.
And the back Storm Cooper is recycled to the back of the pack after hitting a big hit from the outside there. Oh, her... Let's have a look. I don't think the rest have noticed that her knee pad's undone a little bit there, but... Oh, there we go. It's sorted itself out now. The wonders of Velcro.
So Tornado briefly took a nice little hit onto the inside of the track to then quickly call it off before anything else could happen. Again, very smart jamming.
Now we've got Tinkerdale on the jam line for Hallam. And we've got number 58. It's Buckland for Nottingham there.
Now this time Nottingham walls seem far more spread out compared to in the last jam. They were much lower and like a little bit more knocked down, but now they're more spread out to cover more area, which is also a very interesting approach. And Tinkerdale quickly takes the inside lane on her toe stops out to claim the lead jammer position.
She was ruthless on that one. Shoulder barge after shoulder barge there. And again, great toe stop work on there. And Nottingham have made the initial pass, but Tinkerdale calls it before any damage can be done on that one. Oh, 5:27. So far as we're at the halfway point in the first half on this one. It's the third game in the quarterfinals.
So next jamming for Nottingham, we have the Gem R with 000.
And we got number 73, that's Kerfoot on the jam line for Hallam in the white. Oops, slow start. Gem R going around the outside. Kerfoot will be recycled to the back of the pack, and Gem R dukes around, picks up lead jam for Nottingham.
Nicely done. Kerfoot still stuck within the pack, really trying to push herself out. Oh, takes a bit of a hit on the inside lane on the apex. But she's back up and willing to keep going for her initial pass. Kerfoot being nicely recycled back there.
And Nottingham have made their initial pass now.
And Kerfoot doing a nice helmet cover stash or a star pass, which has been successfully passed to their pivot.
That's 421 Storm Cooper.
And Storm Cooper, even though she took a very quick recycle back, she's still willing to fight and still trying to push through. The Nottingham girls have figured out that the star pass has been successful to their pivot, and therefore their main target is now the pivot.
Hey, and Gem R goes up the inside, picking up 4 points there for Nottingham. They will want to close this gap as soon as possible before it can run away from them.
Storm Cooper still stuck within the pack. She is struggling a little bit, but now she's put the helmet cover back on in order to try and score some points. Gem R out the pack once again, claiming herself 4 more points.
Oh, just a point in it now. Oh, that was a huge hit there from Nottingham on to the outside there. Storm Cooper taking a right beating so far.
Gem R taking a nice hit.
Who was that? Number 34, Genuine Article again.
And that is the end of that jam. Nottingham girls are really trying to lock themselves down, not letting Storm Cooper go past them one bit. That must have been a very hard jam for that one.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but definitely a much needed one because, well, it's just 1 point in it at this stage.
And the teams have now called a timeout just for a quick break and a reanalysis of what's going on the track whilst we figure out track repairs and everything.
Yeah, no, I think Genuine Article is definitely one to look out for. She has done multiple massive hits. Usually you get like the hits that are just like, oh, okay. And then you get the ones that are just like, ugh. There's been a lot of those second ones from her so far.
Yeah, very strong hitting indeed. Really trying to knock out those jammers and nicely recycle them back a good few feet to slow them down. But we've not just had some really harsh hitting, we've also had some nice pushes towards the outside of the track as well, just to kind of push off the jammer instead of hitting her along, which is sometimes a smarter route to take.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Especially around the apex where they can go flying.
Yeah. It's like a centrifuge, but dislodged. But yeah, Tinkerdell's been impressing me as well. This is, I believe it's only my third time seeing Hallam in action here, but Tinkerdell has really impressed me with her toe stop work as well. Like, if you can get the toe stops down as well as your regular skating, powerhouse, and Tinkerdell is definitely doing that.
And speaking of Tinkerdell, she is up next jamming for the Hellcat roller derby.
Now we got Tornado on the jam line for Nottingham in the green.
And Tinkerdell going in with a little bit more fury this time and a little more jukiness on her toe stops, going both ways, trying to find a small weakness in the Nottingham wall. And so she does. She takes the outside lane and very quickly skips around on her toe stops, claiming herself the lead jammer position.
As Tornado gets recycled to the back of the pack there. Still has not made the initial pass there. Tinkerdell goes around the outside again on those toe stops. She's practically running at this point. Goes around the outside, picks up an additional 4 points there for Hallam.
And Nottingham is giving some very good offense as well. We saw a nice bit of a sweep from 911 Crash Cool, doing a nice hit on the Hellcat wall, really trying to knock off all those blockers to help her jammer out.
And Tinkerdell calls the jam before any more points can be incurred there. 45-42 in favour of the Hellcats at this stage.
Nottingham girls are pretty much playing it safe. They're locking the wall together. They're really slowing down the jammer, which is very, very good in terms of strength and to reduce the opposing jammer getting more points. However, the Hallam Hellcats, they're kind of taking a little bit more of a risk and going more into offense and more into hitting the Nottingham wall to really help out their jammer. Yeah,
it's paying off for them so far. I mean, that combined with Tinkerdell's nippiness, I mean, that is just playing into their hands at the moment. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Picks up lead jam despite the big hit there.
So next up jamming for Nottingham in the green, we have number 58 with Buckland, who has just got out and done her initial pass. But it's Kafut for the Hallam Hellcats, who's claimed the lead jammer and has very smartly called off the jam before any more points can be scored by Nottingham. And next jamming for Nottingham, lining up, getting ready, we have Gem R with 000.
And we have, who we got? Nope, we got Tinkerdell for Hallam Hellcats.
Again, the Nottingham are going for the widespread setup just to kind of intimidate the jammers a little bit.
Yeah. Again, they're very good at these one-on-one situations. They're not going to pick up lead jam on this one. Hoping to change their fortune in the lead so far.
Tinkerdell manages to get herself out of the pack. After being called an out of play from the blocker, she was able to get through and to complete her initial.
Oh.
And very quickly tries to get herself a few more points by...
Oh, and she does.
Hey, pays off. Taking the inside lane on her toe stops always pays off to try and get the last few points before the whistle goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Get as many as you can on that board.
So next up, jamming in the green is number 16, Tornado.
And for Hallam in the white, we got Kerfoot. And slow start here, but
ooh, an attempted offense, nicely done there.
Nice move by Tornado there. Gets held by this 2-wall.
And Tornado, ooh, nearly.
Oh, just manages to stay in there. Tornado picking up lead jam for Nottingham in the green there. Oh, and this is now a power jam for Nottingham roller derby, as Kerfoot has been sent to the penalty box.
So already the whole pack is noticed, and already they're speeding up the pack to try and reduce that jammer.
Now, I believe that was a cut track penalty according to our little stats here, but yeah, 47 all. Jam gets called, so it will start as a power jam for Nottingham. They will want to go ahead on this one, and this is the first power jam of the game, I believe. So they will look to take advantage of this one. So we've got Buckland on this one. It's time for Nottingham. Her average in the Major League is per jam is 3 points. Hopefully she can get more than that this time around.
So already Nottingham girls have walled up around the Hellcat wall just to try and slow them down, intimidate them, and to let her get the points and to be able to get out very easily. And so she does. It works very well. She's out and claims the lead jammer position.
Absolutely. It looks as though she was about to trip there as well, but managed to get a balance just back in there. Oh, power jam has concluded.
Oh, that was a nice sort of one-footed side on the outside lane to get around the pack. Very nicely done.
And Kerfoot is back on track for Hallam and has made their initial pass. So both teams in point scoring positions.
Buckland then very quickly tries to take an outside sweep, outside dip to try and get around the Hallam Hellcats.
Yeah.
However, they were too quick for her, and two blockers managed to catch her and really holding her back very well.
Look at that 2-wall. They've had interference from pretty much every single one of the Nottingham players. Still not got past with 2 players. Good Lord, Hallam. Where are you coming from? Well, Sheffield, obviously, we established that already, but there we go.
So the score now differentiates with Nottingham at 55 and Hallam Hellcats at 51. Still a very close game.
Yeah, I believe that is a lead change as well. I think, yes it is.
And next jamming for Nottingham, we have Jam R, and jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Tinkerdell lined up, ready to go.
Yeah, so the officials have called a timeout. What's this for? Do we have access to the... Let's hear what they're saying. Nothing so far.
No official review has been called or anything like this. It's just a slight delay of game, which will pick up very shortly.
Wiltshire blocker 2 penalties.
Wiltshire blocker 2 penalties.
No, sorry, not
Hallam.
Wiltshire,
Hallam.
And it looks like one of the Hallam Hellcats have managed to gain herself 2 penalties. So Tinkerdell really trying to push through. She's really trying to find any nook and cranny that she can tiptoe stop her way around the pack.
That's all right. Doesn't manage to do so because Gem R picks up lead jam, but Tinkerdell hot on the trail there. So this will be hopefully a very fast one for Nottingham. A little smash and grab on the points, hopefully. Oh! Tinkerdell again with that last minute going up the inside there.
She does take a lot of risks for the very last minute thing, doesn't she?
Yeah, right.
And that's not always a bad thing. However, it does cause a little bit of danger that if she tries to
review,
do anything at the last minute, she may get herself a penalty. It looks like an official review has been called, so let's have a listen in to what they're saying. Nothing has been said so far, hopefully.
Have they forgotten to turn the mic on again? Okay, you can see the entire crowd there packed Manor Sports Centre. Obviously, Manor Park Sports Complex, I believe the name of the venue is.
Fenton Manor Sports Complex.
Fenton Manor, that was it. Here in Stoke-on-Trent.
The refs just discussing the conclusion of the official review, which we'll share the details with once we get more information.
Fingers crossed.
This gives the blockers and the jammers to kind of reassess what their plans are, what they're going to do on the next jam. So it gives them.
Green team are questioning the amount of points scored in that previous jam.
Oh,
there we go.
So I was just questioning if you didn't hear that, the amount of points that were scored during the previous jam there. Although we were saying there, because that apex jump seemed very, very tight on the from Tinkerdale there. It seemed very tight on the old time scale there.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say in terms of taking risks on the very last minute thing. If the points do look clean from the ref's point of view, another person could very easily challenge that, saying that she ran out of time. And at this situation, it looked like she did run out of time, and therefore it had to be called to be challenged just to see what the outcome would be from the officials.
Yeah. And there we go. So some of the officials that we have playing this game. Best case scenario. There we go. Best case scenario, Holtz. Thelma Killer, ski. What? What? I can't read that one. Thelma Killer skate ski.
Skate ski Sue, maybe?
Oh no, that's a different line, isn't it?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Thelma Killer skate ski.
Yes.
There we go.
Thelma. Best case scenario. Oh, I've said her name already. Hell, what's going on here? Right. Sherry Bobbins, Night Furious, Lawrence Mackall, Twixie, maimed. I can't read that. Jez, what does that say?
I will try my best. Mamid Oizel.
Oh, there we go. Blitter Kate, Mario, and Pretty Miffed. Refresh, Big Whoops, Sue, Magpie, Simply the Beast, Cluster Schmuck, Referendum, and Red.
So we would like to take this opportunity to kind of thank all the announcers, all the refs, all the NSOs, the photographers, first aiders, the audience, the skaters, everyone who has taken part in order to run this weekend. It's an amazing weekend for everyone, and it's good fun for everyone involved.
Hey, and you watching at home. Let's have a go and see what's going on in the game over there. Oh, there's 4 points on the board on the other game.
So the score currently stands with Nottingham at 55 and Hallam Hellcats at 51. It is a very tight game, but to be fair, these guys have trained very well. You can see how much training and how much focus they've put into their training and how determined they are to get those points. And roller derby is a rough sport. It's a very competitive sport as well. And just seeing the determination on both these guys' teams is very amazing and very inspiring as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, both teams, in terms of their league positions... Oh, are we back on? We sorted out the scores now. But yeah, first, their teams here, Nottingham Roller Girls came top of T2 East. Hallam Hellcats came third in Nottingham. Sorry, third in Nottingham, third in
Green
Tier 2
team have kept their official review, and the points have been corrected on the scoreboard.
There we go.
Okay.
So with the points now sorted out, we can now get back to what's happening on track.
And who we got on this one? We got number 22, Pneumatic. I believe it's their first jam of the game for Hallam Hellcats. And what have we got here? Number 16, that is Tornado.
Okay,
so Pneumatic. Oh, Pneumatic barricading from the inside, picking up lead jam there for Hallam. What an impact.
And we have the Nottingham Jammer also out the pack, but she's not far behind, so it might be a game of chase for a little bit. Tornado, ooh, nicely taking the inside lane there. And she manages to claim herself 4 more points from that.
Yes, she does.
And
Huge
Hallam,
hit there, just getting getting the hips, because that's your score box essentially, isn't it? At the hips there. Get your hips forward as much as possible. Call the jam, pick up the points, smash, grab, get out of there. But who we got on the jam line? We've got number 19, we've got Tinkerdell, and we've got number 58. That's Buckland for Nottingham Roller Derby. And Tinkerdell going up. Oof.
it looks like
Two big hits on Tinkerdell.
it looks like Nottingham are down 2 blockers.
Tinkerdell does not get stopped by those 2 big hits there. Picks up lead jam for Hallam Hellcats. Not too far behind.
Buckland has completed her initial pass. She's now going around for more points, and she takes a bit of a stumble on the outside after losing her balance on the outside lane. But she quickly recovers, and now she's back on, and she's out the pack once again.
Tinkerdell looks as though she snuck up on everyone there. They didn't have time to form any kind of wall on that one there, but Tinkerdell, big double lead jam, calls the jam. Oof. A few more of those, and they'll be going straight through to the semis. 62-59 in favour of Hallam Hellcats. Oh, sorry. Spoke too soon. 62-61.
Very tight game indeed. This is going to be a very interesting outcome.
Like it. So we got Kerfoot on the jam line in the white for Hallam Hellcats.
And we have Gem R. I do apologise, I was looking at a different
That's
name.
okay.
We have Gem R for jamming for Nottingham. Okay, so Jam R taking a very cautious approach there. Just to kind of see if she can maybe squeeze on the inside of the lane to then be able to push through the wall.
Jam R going up against this 3-wall. Oh! But Kerfoot comes out on top, picking up lead jam for Hallam Hellcats. Oh, and we have a completed star pass here for Nottingham. That's 6-2, 6-8, Nicky situation. Oh, like sticky. All right. So there we go. Makes the initial pass there for Nottingham. And there we go. Kerfoot calls the jam. For the Hallam Hellcats. Just over 3 minutes left in this first half. Such a close game so far.
But both teams are playing very well and using their tactics very cautiously. And speaking of teams, next up jamming, we have Tinkerdell once again.
Oh, and who do we have? We have number 16.
Tornado.
That's Tornado. Tinkerdell tries to look on the inside, just gets knocked out, will be recycled.
Tornado, takes a nice hit there from number 34. But it wasn't enough to slow her down. She was out the pack and claims herself lead jammer position.
Very rough now.
Tornado had a nice clearance of offense there. She had the track all to herself to very easily skate past and claim herself.
You could see Tinkerdell, she was going up the inside line there immediately. Going to do a last-minute jump again.
Most likely. However, because of the official review, it may change last minute due to a little mix-up with the scoreboards. So next up, jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Kerfoot.
Yeah, we got number 68. No,
we have Buckland.
58, sorry.
No problem.
My eyesight's terrible.
It's not a problem at all.
One in the top left, I wouldn't be able to see anything, but this is a very slow start for both teams here.
That was very interesting because Kerfoot, instead of going full charge into the pack, she just dropped back a little bit just to kind of reassess herself a little bit. Yeah. So then the Nottingham wall was able to drop back on her to really slow her down. And it looks like Nottingham's lead jammer has claimed the position.
Picks up lead jam. Oh, just skirts around the outside on that one. Oh!
Oh, a nice dip on the outside there to avoid Storm Cooper.
Oh, and a huge hit there. Huge hit there from the pack to number 2. That's Damdrea. Oh, like Andrea. Damdrea.
And Kerfoot very nicely took the inside lane there to get herself out the pack once again, and she's coming back around to claim herself more.
And pack is a little bit too spread out for the referees liking that.
Buckland really trying to push through, and so she does. She's out the pack once again.
Oh, huge hit there from 300. That is Greek Frightening, the captain there for Nottingham. Oh, Buckland's running away with this one.
And it looks like Greek Frightening also got herself a forearm penalty, and therefore Kafut was able to just jump back on the track once again just to carry on as normal. And it looks like Greek Frightening has so far, the Nottingham team captain has claimed herself the most penalties on the Nottingham team, with claiming 4 penalties.
Oh, there we go. And that is a half-time, I believe. Yes, it is. Let's go with that.
And the scores currently stand with Nottingham at 79 and Hallam Hellcats at 76, a 3-point difference. This is going to be a very, very tight game.
Yeah. This is good. I like it.
It'll be a very good game. Very much looking forward to seeing what happens in the second half. So join us again, folks, for the second half, and we'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening. So thank you, folks, and keep watching. Hello, folks, and welcome back. Well, I just realised that we didn't really introduce ourselves right at the start.
No, what's happening? I'm Josh.
I'm Jesbian, and we'll be your announcers for this game. We were just talking jammers, and what I was curious about is Tinkerdell. They've used Tinkerdell quite a lot, and from what we've seen, we know that she uses the inside lane of the track, and she uses her toe stops a lot. And I was just curious if whether she has to change her gameplay or whether they have to swap her in and out for a different jammer.
Yeah, if Nottingham have wised up to that fact yet, but I'm sure some of the blockers will definitely be able to attest that, to that as well, because she is pretty damn ruthless on her toe stops. From what we've seen in the first half anyway, might be the case that, you know, the field did quite a lot, Hallam have, so it might be the case that, you know, what's the word? Might be a little bit too fatigued to continue at that pace in the second half. Because of course, with this game, it's not just this game. You've got your semi-finals and your finals as well, potentially as well.
Absolutely.
So might maybe want to save her there. But with a game this close, I'm sure they'd want to throw whatever they've got at them.
Absolutely. Well, they do have, both teams do still have some really pushy jammers. And what I've just learned is that Gem R, this is, she's been doing roller derby for many years, but she's been mostly a blocker. And this is her first year jamming. And from what I've seen, it's very impressive how she's kind of progressed from a pure blocker straight onto jamming. It's very impressive.
No, I watched, I was announcing their game over at Leeds Roller Derby, where they beat Leeds Roller Derby B team 209 to 128 over there. And yeah, Gemma was definitely one of the standouts there. Buckland as well, as you mentioned previously, very pushy jammer, very persistent as well. But yeah, definitely Buckland and Gemma were, and as mentioned before, Helen back, who isn't here today, you know, they were the 3 standouts from the previous game there. But yeah, Gemma and Buckland, so far, damn good. Speaking of which, Gemma on the jam line for Nottingham in the green.
And we have Tinkerdell jamming on the Hallam Hellcats in the white.
It's the 2 we've just been talking about as well. It's like they know, but there we go. Stuff there. Tinkerdell going around the
See, that's interesting, because now Tinkerdell is now taking the outside lane, and so far that's worked for her, as she claims the jammer.
Yeah.
Still using her toe stops, but instead of going for the inside, she's gone for the outside, so she's switched it up right there. Gem R still trying to push through the Hallam Hellcats wall, but the Hallam Hellcats have really knocked it up a notch. They are really knocking her down.
Yeah, no, I mean, we saw it in the first half as well. They can do sort of with 2 people what most teams struggle to do with 4, so...
And it looks like Gem R has done herself a star pass straight to her pivot, who
Damtreya.
Damtreya, exactly. Hello, we've got a bit of a pile-on happening here. Yeah, Damtreya has now taken the jammer helmet cover, and will now proceed as the Nottingham jammer.
Ooh! Huge hit there from 911, crash call.
Not sure if that will be counted as a high block, but it looks like the refs are kind of leaving it, so maybe not a high block call.
That's a stinger, that. Good lord.
Dandrea out the pack to do her initial pass.
And Jam gets called there. Huge opening salvo in the second half there for Hallam Hellcats there.
that looked painful from here.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Looks like one of those ones that knocks the wind right out of you.
And it looks like we've got a bit of a delay of game.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a delay of game. And I've noticed a ref has decided to kind of step in to do the timeout, the delay of game procedure. It looks like very much enjoying himself.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone get
Big
involved.
Whoop, who is doing the...
Big Whoop.
Yeah.
I love it. So much enthusiasm in the gestures.
I think they're just sorting out some of the score stuff there because, yeah, look, it's moved from 8 to 10 up on that one.
Yeah.
So just making sure that everything's all right on the scoring there.
We like to keep things as fair and even as possible, and therefore if there's been a mix-up in the game, we do sort it out then and there on the spot. And it looks like to which we have, so we're going back onto the jam line, and jamming for Hallam Hellcats, we have Kafut.
And we have number 16, Tornado for Nottingham. Ooh, and a little bit of a disco bump sends Kafut to the back of the pack on that one.
See this
Tornado picks up lead jam for Nottingham.
This pack already, it's been sped up, and it's very mix and mash. It's very chaotic, and it's a little bit messy, shall I say.
Yeah.
The Wolves really struggled to kind of get themselves together, but now that the jammers were out, they were managed to reassess themselves and managed to get themselves back together.
Oh, there we go. I would have thought Hallam would have done way better with a sort of like a more chaotic pack than that, but
it has its advantages and disadvantages. It creates more holes for the jammers, but other times it may create less holes for jammers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a kind of see what happens situation, but most of the time, in my experience, like 80 to 20% of the time, you find it much harder to get out.
Yeah. Who have we got on the jam line? We got number 19, that is Tinkerdale for the Hallam Hellcats. And who have we got? Number 58.
Which will be...
Buckland.
That's the one.
Tinkerdale goes up the middle, goes to the inside now. Good Lord.
Buckland really trying to push through, trying to take that outside. Both jammers out rough at the same time, but it looks like the Hallam Hellcats have claimed themselves the lead jammer.
And it looks as though... we haven't got to the bashing just yet there. Just jockeying for position there with those jammers. And Tinkerdale calls the jam there before Buckland can get a look in.
The score currently stands with Nottingham at 83 and Hallam Hellcats at 86.
Again,
still a very tight game.
Was it? I think it was 3 points at the break, was it?
I believe so.
I think it was.
It was very close.
Let's just say I'm right. Who we got? We got number 73. We got Kerfoot on the jam line and Gem R on there. Oh, going back to the blocking days at the start on that one there a little bit.
Bit of rough and tumble there.
Ooh, that. And that gets called. Oh,
the jam has been called off
on that one
due to a slight injury. We just want to make sure that the player's okay. So at this point, we can clear the track and make sure the player is okay.
Yeah. Looks like it was a shoulder, possibly, but there we go. I think the officials are going to review just to make sure that...
Let's just take a moment to appreciate that roller derby is a full contact sport.
Yeah.
And it is filled with adrenaline. It is, as I said, full contact, and you're on skates, and you do get your fair share of knocks and bumps here and there every now and again. But this is exactly why we have paramedics and helping crew on the side, just to make sure everyone's fit and healthy and able to play on, or to take a break where and when needed. Everyone's health and welfare comes first in the roller derby community.
Yeah, no, I noticed down there at the side, sort of the on-track announcers area. I think I saw about 4 boxes full of, you know, those ice packs that you smash and then do instantly. Never seen that many before at all.
I feel like I should have 4 boxes for my personal count, as my team will back me up on that.
Not the reusable one or anything like that.
Okay, so the score is still very tight in terms of Nottingham and the Hellcats from 83 to 86, only a 6-point difference. The Hallam Hellcats, I have just been told, has been given the 60% of lead jams that they get, and it is the Nottingham who get the other 40%. So that's still fairly close in terms of number of lead jammers on each side.
It's sort of like the very evenly done teams here, just sort of like looking at sort of like the league positions on this one. Both teams 1-2, 1-2, same amount of points in their respective divisions there. Both of them coming up with 6 points on that one, even just 40 points between them on the points difference as well. So these are, despite the fact that, you know, well, they are quite close together, to be fair, Nottingham and Sheffield, but... yeah, no, so, yeah, Hallam, Hellcats, they were in the Northern League, and Nottingham, they were in the Eastern League as well, but, yeah. There we go.
And it looks like from a penalty point of view as well, so far Nottingham's team captain, Greek Frightening, still holding at 4 penalties. And at number 117, 13, 152, 47 and 911, they all have single penalties on the Nottingham team, and 21 only claiming 2. Hallam Hellcats, 2 players hold 2 penalties. And number 13, 14, 16, 421 and 73, they all hold just 1 penalty. So Hallam Hellcats are doing very well on penalties. And, well, to be fair, both teams are doing very well on penalties.
Yeah, no, I mean, in the previous game, we had a lot of foul outs on that one towards the end of it. But let's hope for a good, clean game and not have a repeat on that one there. But speaking of the good, clean games, looks as though the paramedics have done their thing, so that's all good. And we will be getting back to the action there. We got number 22, Pneumatic. I believe it's her second starting jam of this game. And who have we got on that one? That is number 16. That's Tornado for Nottingham.
Pneumatic. This second jam of the game, did you say?
Yeah, second starting jam. There was a star pass to her earlier on, if memory serves. There she is, smiling. She's got a white gum shield on. She's, you know.
Okay, and there goes the whistle, and there goes the jammers. Tornado really pushing through, going past Killer Ree.
Picks up lead jam on that one. And this is now a power jam, thanks to a cut track penalty there. This is a power jam for Nottingham. I believe it's the second one of the game. But again, it was Nottingham who had it last time. Hopefully they'll take advantage of it this time around as well. Tornado going up the inside, picking up 4 points for Nottingham.
Tornado really trying to storm through, and she's going to give off signs to what she wants her team to do in terms of offense. And it looks like they're going for an outdoor sweep, which turned into a little bit of a mix mash, but it kind of used her advantage.
Just keeps on track on that one, picking up the 4 points again.
A little bit of a straddle, a little bit of a loss of balance, but she reclaims it back, and she's back round claiming more points for her team.
Now that the power jam has concluded, both teams in point scoring positions now after the initial pass from Pneumatic. Calls it. What a jam.
Very, very good, and she had a very good advantage there. Tornado being very good at juking as well. She managed to juke herself outside. Sorry, should I say, she managed to juke herself past the Hallam Hellcats in order to get those last few points before calling it off, before the Hellcat jammer came back on. So very, very good, smart jamming right there. And speaking of jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Tinker Dell.
And we have 268 Nikki Situation. I believe this is first or second, maybe? Oh, goes straight ahead on that one. First jam of the game, picks up lead jam in a first jam.
I believe this is her first starting jam, as she has had a star pass given to her.
Oh, she should start more often. That's gone straight through around the outside on that one. Nottingham running ahead of it now. Oh, they're nearly at the century, 99.86.
I think that power jam advantage to Nottingham has kind of given them a good boost for their points.
They definitely don't want to rest on their laurels. We've seen how quickly Hallam Hellcats can change the tide of the game.
Absolutely. And there's still time for it to all change and for the points to...
Oh yeah, we've still got over 20 minutes left.
Absolutely. It's
Definitely
very exciting.
Not counting the chickens before they hatch on this one there. But we got Kerfoot for the Hallam Hellcats and Gem R on the jam line. Oh, Gem R misses the disco bomb, goes up the inside, picks up lead jam for Nottingham.
Very nicely done by Gem R. Now this is what I was saying earlier. If Tinkerbell always takes the inside lane, how are they going to change up their tactics? And Gem R, being quite a pushy jammer, she thought she would take a risk and go for the inside, and sometimes taking risks is worth it, and in that case it was absolutely worth it for her to play the lead jammer position.
Oh! And Gem R gets through, punches through, calls the jam on that one.
The score now stands at Nottingham at 103 and Hallam Hellcats at 86.
And speaking of Hallam, they have just called for a timeout, so they'll get a minute just to recuperate, hopefully get themselves back on that one there. Oh.
And it looks like, in the penalty point of view, it looks like Greet Frightening, the captain of the Nottingham Roller Derby team, has claimed herself 5 penalties at this point. 2 more, and that will be a foul out for her.
Yep, 7 fouls, and you are out of here. But yeah, so far, I mean, what that power jam has changed the entire flow of the entire game here with that one.
It just takes one power jam to do that.
Exactly. What was that? 12 points on that one, I think it was. But
yes.
Yeah. 12 points on that power jam, few more after that, give them the confidence boost that they need just to punch their way through. And yeah, great stuff from Nottingham. Not to talk ill of Hallam or anything like that, because their defences are still going very well. Maybe a bit of fatigue setting in, so that their sort of 2 walls aren't as effective as they were, as we saw them in the first half. But hopefully they'll be able to pull it back together, if not for their own sake, for the sake of a bloody close game. Which is always fun. That last one, oof.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like we're back on track and jamming for the Hallam
huge
Hellcats.
hit there from number 16, Abattoir on that one. Big hit.
Tinkerdell jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, who's been nicely hit off and recycled back, all the way back past the apex.
There's some huge hits in this one, but Nottingham come out on top on that one.
This is the interesting part about the second half. This is where both teams really crank it up.
Yeah. See, Tinkerdell did not get through as easily that time around. Maybe, like you said, they've wised up to her sort of MO there.
Looks like the jam has been called off.
You know, you could hear that in our commentary booth up here from the bench there to call that one off. From the bench there. But Nottingham ahead, 107 to 86 in their favour. How long have we got left? Oh, we got loads of time left. Anything could happen. Here we got 8 to... Okay, that's what you got to do. You got to do it. But there we go. Hallam in lead jam position there. That's number 70. What's that? 73. Kerfoot. And 6 to 8. Nicky situation. Hot on the trail there. That's why Kerfoot has called that one before any points can be incurred by Nottingham.
This will be Nicky Situation's second starting jam of this game.
But Hallam Hellcats there, pick up the points, call off the jam. We call that a smash and grab. I don't know what you guys call it, but there you go.
Smash and grab.
Yeah.
Quite a good title for that.
Yeah.
All right, as the blockers are kind of setting themselves up ready to go, Nottingham are down to 2 blockers.
Yeah, Gem R and number 19, Tinkerdell again. Hey, there we go.
And the 2 blockers paid to her advantage as she now claims lead jammer for the Hallam Hellcats.
There's a few going down there. I mean, heck, but initial pass done by both teams. Tinkerbell picking up 4 points there, calls off the jam. Smash and grab again. Smash and grab again. They are pulling back the points ever so slightly.
Hallam Hellcats are really
hit
trying
it. I've been told that another name for it is hit it and quit it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hit it and quit it.
Well, I prefer mine.
Yeah, they're both really good though. I don't have anything better than either of those two. I like it. So the points are gradually kind of starting to even themselves out with Nottingham at 107 and Hallam Hellcats at 94. They're gradually catching back up.
And we got Tornado, who of course was responsible for that massive power jam earlier on that turned the tide of this game in their favour. Oh. And there we go, picks up lead jam. Tornado, your lead jammer for Nottingham.
Looks like the Hallam Hellcats. Kerfoot is out of the pack.
Out of the pack, but Tomato gets knocked in.
Kerfoot really picking up speed. She really wanted to try and get those last few points in before the whistle went. But she was a little bit too late around the apex.
Tornado there just gets knocked to the inside and calls it before any points can be incurred against them. They've got a narrow lead here. Well, narrow for roller derby, I should say, but there we go.
And looky who we have on the jam line once again. We have Tinkerdell and Nikki Situation.
Yeah.
They're really starting to play out Nikki's Situation quite well now.
Yeah, maybe they've been sort of reserving her to sort of see Biscuit in the last bit of the second half, maybe.
All right, the whistle's gone, and Tinkerdell really trying to use her strength to really push through. Ooh,
manages to get lead jam, but does so by going off track a little bit, so will be recycled to the back of the pack. Despite lead jam.
Crash Cool made a very good hit on Tinkerdell just there right at the last minute. Simply because, as we were saying earlier, wising up to the jammers' calls. So Tinkerdell tried to take the inside lane once again.
Yeah,
Crash Cool saw it and swiped her off.
Yeah.
But there was a no pass, no penalty call made, and therefore Tinkerdell had lead jammer and was able to call it off before any other points were scored by the Nottingham team.
So who we got for Nottingham? We got Gem R.
And for Hallam Hellcats, we have Kerfoot. Couldn't think of my words for a second there.
Yeah, there you go.
Now this is interesting.
What's happened here?
The whistle went, and the jammers kind of held back a little bit, and the wall kind of sat on them a little bit and just wanted to wait to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And it looks like Kerfoot has managed to get herself out the pack to claim herself lead. However, Gem R is not far behind.
Oh, goes straight up the inside for that one. Barely any resistance on that one.
Swipe through, very clean, very nice. And that was a very good jam.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, this penalty box looks quite busy there. No wonder she went through so easily.
Nottingham are down to 2 blockers now for this jam. So it should give Tinkerdell a nice pack advantage here. However, it looks like the Hallam Hellcats are also down to 2 blockers as well. So this could be very interesting.
Tornado on that one there. So 2 very different mentalities on this one there. But there we go.
And it looks like Tinkerdell's gone for the inside lane that pays off for her, for she is out the pack to claim lead jammer.
Yeah, Sousa went for a big hit on that one there, but just missed. But oh, there we go.
And look, and already you can see the pack sped up a little bit just to kind of reduce the risk of jammers getting more points.
Looks like Pucker Up went for a disco bump there, but did not pay off. Went through and, well, fell on the backside there. But she's up, she's good.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But, oh, looks as though both teams are in the century points now. Hallam Hellcats 101, Nottingham Roller Derby 110.
Ooh.
9 points in it.
Tensions are rising.
Yes.
And next jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Kerfoot.
And we have Nikki Situation again. Both of them taking a bit of a run up here. Because the pack was there, not by choice there, presumably. But Hallam Hellcats
really pushes through, gets out the pack to claim herself lead. Nikki Situation not far behind, completing her initial pass.
Should be a very fast one here. Oh!
Kerfoot takes a nice hit from Crash Cool right there, but then quickly calls off the jam before the opposing jammer came around to collect more points. And the scores are really coming in tight with now only a 7-point difference. Oh, tensions are high.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. It's another close game. Shay, it's playoffs. It's the best in the country. It should be close, eh? But who have we got on the jam line? We've got number 19.
We have Tinkerdell and we have Gem R going up against each other once again. Tinkerdell really trying to push through. This time she takes the outside lane on her toe stops, and it benefits her for she is out of the pack to claim lead jammer position.
Good lord, I wish we could have a replay on that so we could see her footwork on that one, but good lord, that was damn good toe stop work.
It's like another version of Lady Tramples.
And it looks as though a star pass has been completed, and Pucker Up is now your jammer for Nottingham. But Tinkerdell has picked up an additional 4 points there.
Pucker Up being nicely recycled back there by the Hallam Hellcats pivot.
It looks like Pucker Up seems to be... She was looking over her shoulder, sort of defending as well.
Yeah, that was curious to see how she would react. And it looks like a power jam advantage.
Yeah, for Nottingham this time around. I think, did she call it and then cut track?
It looks like
it looks like it was.
It looks like it was like a very,
it was close.
A cut than a call.
Yeah.
But the conclusion of it is that Nottingham has a power jam advantage, and this could also change the game once again.
Oh, yeah, we saw what they did last time, and the fielding tornado as well for it. They are hoping for the same result, hopefully, fingers crossed.
But just going back to Pucker Up's over-the-shoulder glance, she could see the jammer was coming around, and you can see she was kind of building herself up ready for something, and was kind of like, it looked like she was anticipating to go over and hit, but then in regards to speed and the position of herself, maybe she kind of thought best not to.
Yeah, on this occasion.
As she may get a cut track. But speaking of track, let's get right back to it.
Oh, go straight through. This is looking good for Nottingham. Tornado goes around the outside here. Interference being ran by the blockers here. Oh, it's good. It's a 1v1. Dukes around, picks up the points for Nottingham. There we go, no track.
And it looks like the Nottingham girls have noticed that the Tinkerdell is back on track, therefore prepping themselves to slow her down from getting any more points. And 2 Nottingham blockers gone up against. Oh, but there was a nice bit of water falling there from the 3rd blocker, just trying to position herself in front of Tinkerdell. But sadly it didn't work so well. But it looks like the jammers are doing a bit of a fight out for themselves right now.
It looks like he's getting a bit bishy-bashy. We like that.
I think Tinkerdell's trying to really...
Oh, good lord.
With Tornado really trying to push Tinkerdell off the track right now.
Jesus.
Tinkerdell manages to kind of use her blocker to hit Tornado out, giving off a really hard hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's putting it mildly. Good lord.
I was not expecting that.
Oh.
Wow. Roller derby, full of unexpected things.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Get my breath back after that. Blimey neck, right.
Right, next jamming for Nottingham, we have Nikki's situation.
Picks up lead jam, Nikki's situation.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
And jamming for Hallam Hellcats, we have Kafut, who has completed her initial pass, but is sadly not lead jammer at this point.
But yeah, Killery knocks Nikki's situation just out of that one there. Gets recycled to the back of the pack, but now she's going through. A little bit of a whip there. What's that? That's going 1v1 versus Genuine Article there. It's Genuine Article who did the big hit last time, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And it looks like the scores are gradually becoming a little more separate, with Nottingham 122 and Hallam Hellcats 115. This could be very interesting for a comeback. Next jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Tinkerdell.
Oh, yep.
And jamming for Nottingham, we have Gem R. These guys have been paired up very well for each other.
Yeah.
And I have a hunch they're going to battle it out a little bit more on track.
Oh, some great tactics there from Oliver Sudden there.
And Gem R really pushed herself through, and she is out the pack to claim herself lead jammer.
Tinkerdell gets recycled to the back of the pack. Still in the initial pass there. Goes up the inside. Oh,
little toe stop work, and she is out the pack. Oh, with a no pass, no penalty,
Yeah.
she still manages to go around the track to collect herself more points. Take a little bit of a risky move there just to try and jump past one of the Nottingham blockers, just trying to claim herself 1 point before the whistle blows. She's a huge risk taker, Tinkerdell. And it looks like an official review has been called to Nottingham.
Yeah, let's get the microphone up for the thing there, just so we can hear what's going on with that one.
Yes.
Well, there we go. Look at the crowd. Look how beautiful they are. Oh no, now we're back to the track there. But
we still have beautiful people on the track, okay?
yeah. But no, it's very good there. But yeah, so just an official review going on at the moment. We'll let you know what's going on with that one once they let us know via the headsets there. But yeah, just around 10 minutes or so left in this, and well, not too many points in it. 9 points in total. And
it looks like the Hallam Hellcats and Nottingham Jammers just having a nice little catch-up. This is the best part I love about roller derby. So because on track, you're on opposing leagues, you're on different teams, and you kind of want to battle it out for the points. But then as soon as the game's over and you're off track, you're all hugging it out and saying, like, great game, this was amazing. And that's the thing I love about derby, is that whatever happens on track...
Green team are looking for a cut penalty on white jammer.
There we go. So that's the official review. The green Nottingham team are looking for a cut track on Tinkerdell in that last jam.
Yeah, it was a little bit close with the toe stops on that one there, but we'll see what the official review holds on that one. But
yeah, as I was saying, this is the best part about the roller derby community, because what happens on track, we leave on track.
Yeah.
And we hug it out. And some of the players on either the same league or opposing leagues, or whatever the situation may be, some of them are actually very, very good friends. And this is why I love the roller derby community. It's just a nice little way for everyone to get together and just enjoy one thing that we all have in common. So the score currently stands with Nottingham at 125 and Hallam Hellcats at 116.
9 points in it with 10 minutes to go. Love it.
It's getting more and more intense as the clock ticks down.
Oh, get there. See what's going on with the official review here.
Here we go. Maybe we'll get a conclusion.
White jammer is issuing a cut penalty on that previous jam. Green team retain their official review.
There we go. So Tinkerdell has managed to gain herself a cut track, meaning that the Hallam Hellcats jammer will start off in the penalty box, giving the Nottingham girls a power jam advantage.
And who are they fielding, of course, for a power jam for Nottingham?
Of course, Tornado.
Tornado again. Taking a bit of a run up on this one here, but Tornado goes up to the inside. Oh, manages to go around the outside. Oh, nice juke on that one. Picks up lead jam almost immediately. They are going around again. Do not need to worry about the opposing jammer on this one. Interference being ran now. And there it is. Goes up the inside.
A little bit tough and rumble, but already you can see as soon as Tornado approached the pack, the Hallam Hellcats really picked up the speed.
Well, Tinkerdell has returned to the track.
And again, trying for that inside lane, but the Nottingham girls have really wised up to this. Now covering almost every lane where possible. But it wasn't enough for Tinkerdell. She burst through the centre and she is out the pack once again, completing her initial pass.
But not a point scoring pass, so that gets called by Nottingham just before any points can be scored against them there. So not as advantageous as their previous power jams, but I mean, at this stage in the game, fatigue must be setting in big style.
Well, after that power jam, it looks like Nottingham have gained themselves even more points, of going up to 129, and Hallam Hellcats sitting at 116.
It's close. Oh, who have we got? Number 22, Pneumatic again, starting for Hallam Hellcats. And it's Nikki's situation as well. Sort of two irregular starts here. Nikki's situation gets lead jam on this one. And the Matic still being held, but gets through for the initial pass there. But oh, Nikki situation just sailed through that.
Very clean pass, and seeing as she can see that Matic was completing her initial pass, she very quickly called off the jam to reduce any points to be gained. Very smart jamming.
Unlike it was last time with Tinkerdell and I think it was Buckland who sort of waited until the very last second before they were about to engage with the pack. Yeah, dangerous game with Tinkerdell, yeah. Absolutely,
absolutely. And as we have found out, she is a huge risk taker in order for last-minute whistles and also potential cut tracks as well. But that, as we said, you win some, you lose some. But let's go back to the game, shall we?
Yeah, Gem R picks up lead jam for Nottingham Roller Derby. And Kerfoot.
Still stuck within the back of the pack of Nottingham girls. Oh, but she makes a quick foot and a quick juke on the inside, and she is out of the pack, completing her initial pass.
There we go. Oh, gets knocked to the outside and calls it from the floor. Don't need to look good, it just needs to do.
Every jammer knows they can call off the jam in style if they're on the floor.
Yeah. I think every jammer's called it from the floor at some point, haven't they?
Oh, everyone has at some point.
Preferably with the wind still in your lungs, but there we go. But we got Tornado on the jam line for Nottingham.
And we also have Tinkerdell as well.
And I believe that has been 6 lead jams in a row for Nottingham. Very much their game. Hallam really need to get on this one. Oh, here we go.
But looky, what just happened? Tinkerdell claiming herself lead jammer.
There we go. As soon as it gets pointed out to us, curse has been lifted. But there we go. Tinkerdell picking up lead jam for Hallam Hellcats.
And Tornado also out the pack, completing her initial pass. Tinkerdell trying to get herself points and then quickly call off the jam, where she is...
Tinkerdell picks up a cut track penalty there.
Oh dear.
And this is another power jam for Nottingham.
Now, because Tinkerdell was the lead jammer and she's been set up to the penalty box, we now no longer have a lead jammer. So the jammers will now have to continue until the full 2-minute whistle has been blown. Which
will work to the advantage of Nottingham here because they have a power jam and they love taking advantage of that. And, oh, would you believe it? Tornado's jamming for them as well.
Shocker. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
Tornado is an amazing jammer, and so are all the jammers on each and every team.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that as a diss or anything like that, but oh, Tinkerdell back on track. Oh!
Wow, that was a very clean and quick pass.
And she'd already made the initial pass there as well, so immediately picks up the points on this one. Oh, maybe tide turning for Nottingham here, but 24 points in it. 28 points in it at this stage, but we'll see where the cookie crumbles on this one here, but both of them picking up the points like nothing here. Oh!
Tornado.
And another huge hit from Abattoir.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
But she is back up, and she's still on track.
It's okay. I think Nottingham have a couple of laurels to rest on, at least for now, but...
Oh, Tinkerdell went up around the apex to try and get herself some more points.
Very good.
But one Nottingham blocker tried to knock her out with one hiss, but it wasn't enough for Tinkerdell.
Tornado goes up the inside, goes around the out now as well.
And that'll be the end of that jam.
They started doing the whip, but then the jam was over by the time they were about to initiate that one. But it looks as though this is Nottingham's game. I don't particularly want to call it just yet, but yeah, 155 to 132 with 5 minutes left. Anything can happen, to be fair.
Absolutely, anything can happen. And on that last jam, Nottingham managed to get themselves 19 points, and Hallam Hellcats managed to get themselves 16 in that one jam.
Let's get the referee's mic up for this official review here. Can we...
With it all still being in discussion, we won't know a conclusion until we hear exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you up to date, folks, when we.
But I believe Nottingham. This started out with Nottingham calling a timeout, but yeah, so sure they'll be able to take advantage of this official review here if they were wanted a little bit of a water break and that. But
there could be many reasons why a team wants to call out so many.
Yeah.
Timeouts and official reviews. Official reviews simply because they may have seen something and want to challenge it. That's the original official review. In terms of timeout, it could be the team wants a break or they want to reassess themselves or just kind of settle their minds a little bit. Because it's not just all physical, it's also a mind game as well, roller derby, which is very interesting.
Green team are looking to call for a cut track penalty on the white jammer.
So there we go. Green team are trying to challenge the white jammer for a cut track once again. Will they be able to win this official review? We'll find out.
Yeah,
when
I believe
we
that
hear
was, it was Tinkerdale again on that one, that previous jam. And she plays it risky, but yeah, she picks up the cut tracks to show for it.
On review, the cut will not be called. The green team lose their official review.
So there we go. Tinkerdale will sit herself outside the penalty box for this time. So far, she has only claimed 3 penalties, which are all cut track. However, this one will not be added to her collection.
Who have we got on the jam line? We got number 73. We got Kerfoot for Hallam.
And we have Nikki Situation for Nottingham.
Kerfoot taking a little bit of a run up here, but went low on that one.
Nikki Situation trying to play it smart there and kind of use her own blockers a little bit to then quickly juke around to kind of mess with the Hallam Hellcats a little bit.
Oh, there we go. Kerfoot picking up lead jam for Hallam. This is the kind of thing they need, some additional points there. Looks as though we've got a star pass that has been completed to Pucker Up once again for Nottingham. A lot of 1v1 stuff going on here.
And Pucker Up was being nicely slowed down there by Pneumatic with a bit of one-to-one blocking. Managed to slow her down as she tried to get her team to waterfall in front in order to reform walls in front. However, there was just too much space and they weren't able to keep up. All right, so lining back up on the track. Next, jamming for the Hallam Hellcats, we have Tinkerdale, and jamming for Nottingham, we have Gem R.
The classic lineup. How long have we got left? 4 minutes? Oof.
This could be interesting.
Yeah.
With 21-point difference. That's not a lot of points to make a huge change in the lead.
Oh, there we go. Gem R picks up lead jam for Nottingham. That is the last thing that Hallam wanted at this stage. There we go, Gem R.
And Tinkerdale looks like she got given a cut track once again from the outside the apex. And looks like Nottingham has claimed themselves a power jam advantage. These girls are roping in the power jams right now.
Yeah. And there we go. So, this should be an easy one. 4 on 2 here, or 5 on 2, I should say. There we go, easy 4 points there for Nottingham.
A nice bit of man-on-man action, taking out each player by one own and letting the jammer very easily skate past.
Gem R goes around the outside, goes up the middle now into this 3-wall. And now that's turned into a 4-wall. Only a tiny bit of interference being run. Picks up the 4 points there for Nottingham.
And Tinkerdale back on track. Nottingham Wall fully prepped for it.
Huge hit there too. What was that? Rat size number 13? Good lord. Nope, that's the wrong team. Blocking J, that's it. But Tinkerdale goes up the inside now. And again onto these toe stops.
Very nimble on her toe stops. That's most likely her safety point. But it works out for her because she's out the pack, completing her initial.
And Gem R calls the jam before any points can be scored by Hallam Hellcats. And this one, I believe Tinkerdale has received those last 4 times she has been out jamming, has been when she has picked up those penalties. So must be getting a little bit sloppier maybe, but maybe the fatigue's wearing in. But I mean, she's off like a shot when she's on track, but there we go.
Yeah, when it comes to being a very tired player on the track, it can get very sloppy very quickly. You can very easily gain more penalties without an issue.
Kerfoot looks as though she's picked up lead jam, and she has picked up lead jam for Hallam Hellcats. They are not going down without a fight.
It looks like Buckland is jamming for the Nottingham girls once again, and she's still stuck behind the wall. Oh, my bad. It was not Buckland. It was Tornado. My apologies.
Sousa again with the big hits there from Nottingham. Good lord. It's a lung blower that one, but we got Kerfoot there being held by this impressive Nottingham wall.
Tornado halfway through the pack, she managed to take off the jammer helmet cover to stash it, but before she could even pass it or even think about passing it, the wall cleared and she was able to get through without an issue.
Yes,
to which then the Hallam Hellcats jammer cooled off the jam before any points could be scored.
So I think this might be one of, if not the last jam of the game, possibly. We got Tinkerdell on the jam line for the Hallam Hellcats in white.
And we've got Nikki Situation from the Nottingham Roller Derby in green. This is going to be a very good jam.
There we go. Tinkerdell being held, but again, going around, goes up the inside, picks up lead jam for Hallam Hellcats.
Crash Call really trying to hold down Tinkerdell.
Yeah, right.
Takes a bit of a stumble.
But Tinkerdell goes up the inside. Oh, apex jump.
And that was
it completed? Yes, it was. 4 points for that one.
Amazing. A nice little turn on the way in as well. Absolutely brilliant. Everyone's got to love an apex jump. Everyone's got to.
Absolutely. And
it looks like...
there we go. It looks as though Tinkerdell has called the jam off nice and early there. Oh, but timeout has been called with a second left from Hallam Hellcats.
So this could potentially mean we may have another jam on our hands.
Oh my goodness. And there we go. Look at the crowd. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, there we go. Back to that shot. Okay. So there we go. So 169, 144.
The point difference between these guys has been absolutely crazy. At first it started off with Hellcats starting off, and then Nottingham, and then they kept kind of overlapping each other and like coming close with each other, and it was very intense.
Yeah, I mean those power jams for Nottingham, they've just changed the entire tide of the game over for them on this one. But
oh, just looking at the penalty box at the minute, Nottingham holding 3 blockers in their penalty box.
oh.
This may give off a nice, easy jam for the Hallam Hellcats.
They are not out yet.
We've got one more jam happening, folks, and it looks like jamming for the Hallam
2 seconds
Hellcats.
unofficial time. Who we got? Number 73.
We have Kafut, and we also have Gem R.
Kafut picks up lead jam by going up the inside. This is Hallam's game to play for. This is Hallam's game to play for. They need as many points as possible out of this power jam situation. Kafut goes up the inside, big hit there. Oh, and scrambles through, goes up the inside, picks up 4 point. Oh no, will be recycled to the back of the pack on that one. Kafut goes up the inside, misses the disco bump, picks up the points now, an additional 4 points. Oh, I don't think my heart could take this, to be honest with you. Hallam Hellcats. Going around the outside. One of the Nottingham blockers has been sent to the penalty box. This is advantageous.
Oh, we've got a bit of a scramble happening there on the outside of the apex. It's been cleared up.
No,
And
she's got a cut track penalty.
Oh no.
This is now a power jam for Nottingham. For Buckland, who has been passed there on the star pass there. Ah, that's a shame that. The comeback story of the year doesn't look as though it'll be happening for Hallam, unfortunately, but we've had one hell of a game regardless there. But Buckland,
absolutely.
Your jammer for Nottingham here.
With Buckland really trying to push through the Hallam Hellcat wall, they're really locking her down.
Yeah.
They will not let her budge one bit.
Oh yeah, and this will go for the full 2 minutes as well, since Kafut was sent to the penalty box as well.
And look,
there she goes.
Kafut back on track and slips through the pack, no problem. Oh, it looks like we've got a bit of jammer action happening here.
Oh, there we go. Kafut goes around the outside. It's 1v1 now. But that gets called.
And that, folks, was the last jam.
Lord.
And the unofficial score currently stands with Nottingham at 169. Oh, no, I take that back.
Yeah.
Nottingham 173 and Hallam Hellcats 155 until the unofficial score has been confirmed. it looks as if Nottingham has claimed this game as their own.
I mean, we all saw what they were doing with that one. It would have been the perfect Cinderella story, but weren't able to. Cinderella story? Yeah, do you remember when she did a big comeback? It'll be the big comeback story, the big underdog story. That's it, underdog, not Cinderella. But the final score on that one, Nottingham Roller Derby, what are you laughing at? Nottingham Roller Derby 173, Hallam Hellcats Roller Derby 155. Nottingham will advance to the semi-finals. Oh dear.
So very good game from both
Heck of a game.
It was so close to call. It was absolutely amazing. Jammers did really well. The blockers did really well. We had a few hard hits. But all in all, it was a really great game.
Yeah, I mean, Tinkerdale, absolute surprise. I'd never seen her play before this game before, but good Lord. What a game. But I can't wait for that semi-final. So it'll be Nottingham versus either North Wales Roller Derby or the Riot City Ravens. That's happening on the other track at the moment. And on this very track, who have we got next? It's the men's semi-final, isn't it, next? Is it?
I believe so.
Yep. Let me get the schedule. Hang on. New Wheeled Order versus Mild Discomfort. That'll be on this track next. Well, unfortunately, it looks as though all the Yorkshire teams are out. So
oh dear.
I'm going home.
You can stay. We still love you. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
And that, folks, so we would like to say thank you very much for watching, and we hope that you guys are enjoying this at home. We certainly are here at the British Champs at Fenton Manor Complex Sports Centre
in Stoke-on-Trent.
So thank you very much, folks. We will end at this jam just here. So I'm Jesbian.
I'm Josh.
And we'd like to say thank you very much, and we will see you guys on the other side.